Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of HPL CFP 26. I
26.
am 26. 26. This is KU, you hear in the background, by the way. And him and I are actually pretty excited because we are going to do probably one of the most anticipated matchups of this CFP season. Alabama by Coach Mr. Electric, and Louisville, as you know from one of our last broadcasts, coached by Mr. Dewan. They're going to face off in the, what is this, the Fiesta Bowl. And this is Final Four? This gets to the
Mm-hmm.
championship? Yeah, yeah.
Semifinals.
Yeah, so semifinals. Some might say this is the actual title game, but those people aren't here right now.
Interesting.
So, hey, you, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen here as DJ loses screen?
I think Electric's just doing something quick. But yeah,
Oh, yeah, wrong guy.
I think this is gonna be obviously very highly anticipated matchup. This is a big rivalry here between these two users. DJ's coming off a huge win over Hale State. I think it went to double overtime or triple overtime.
It was a
Crazy
crazy game.
game.
Yeah, go back and watch that if you haven't. You
Yeah.
deserved a good show there
Yeah, one of the best games we've ever broadcasted for
for
sure.
sure. Yeah,
We also broadcast Alabama's game where they just absolutely steamrolled me and Texas Tech. Um, they looked very, very impressive. Electric's got just a really, really strong all-around team. He's able to use the ground game pretty effectively with this team, so it'll be interesting to see if Louisville can slow down the rushing attack and force Alabama to have to get the ball down the field a little bit. But here we go.
coming out in the retros. Yeah, I mean, on paper, Alabama is definitely. I think everybody in the room here agrees. On paper, Alabama is the better team, but Louisville, Coach DJ does some real awesome stuff with that team. And look, I hope we're not disappointed here. I am. I think we're going to have a pretty high flying game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what everybody expects to see. Yeah, we'll see
So
what Alabama shows us this first possession.
1st and 10 as Alabama's received the kickoff. Ty Simpson's going to
Oh,
hand it off. Hill will take it for 9. So 2nd and 1 on the opening play of the game.
yeah, and Electric used this type of formations or the two back set a lot of time against me. Used a lot of different motions. Just created a lot of confusion. So already using it there early.
Yeah, quick snaps, quick huddles. Electric likes a good pace. Alabama's always on a good pace whenever you face them. And, Louisville, we saw back and forth with the defense, made some good plays, gave up some big plays. So we'll see how they can handle the high powered Crimson Tide offense. Ooh, a little stutter, a little stutter. Early first stutter. Row. Go kick the
Good,
wire,
you're good.
Electric. We get the handoff. He will go for only a yard.
Yeah, that was big. Obviously, you got to keep Alabama behind the chains a little bit here. Force Ty Simpson to make some plays down the field.
Ty Simpson calling the shots. He's going to give another handoff. Not seen a pass yet. That time only a 2-yard gain. So Louisville already catching on, stopping the run here. Now 3rd and 7. Alabama has a bit of a decision here to make. You could still see them run it. I don't think it'd be improbable that they would just pass the ball. But same formation here. We got stacked receivers there on the left. You see on the numbers. Simpson does drop, and we had a flag underneath.
Probably a
Goes to the tight
hold.
end. That would be
Yeah.
a 4th down. Oh, interesting call because if it went to 4th and 3, I think he still had the punt. Or am I mistaken? Would he have been able to go for it?
No, he would have been able to go for it. I think that was the
Okay.
right. I think that was the right call. I think Alabama probably would have definitely went for that. So yeah, I think that
Yeah,
was the
fourth
right
and three, it
decision.
would have been. But 3rd and 17 instead. Doesn't make it any easier for Louisville, if I may. 'Cause now the playbook's really open here. Cross back to pass. He's got some guys over the middle. He's got plenty of time. 3 men getting
Wow.
blocked by
What?
6. Like, just there's a little pressure, but he gets the throw
Oh!
off, and it's going to fall incomplete.
Just had all day back there. The Bama offensive line was doing a great job. I mean, it was only a 3-man rush, but nonetheless, big for Louisville to get an early stop and get some more momentum.
It looks like one of their linemen, number 71 for Alabama, came up a little lame after the play. But Louisville's going to take the ball over, and most importantly, they're going to do it with no score on the game for Alabama.
Yep, and whenever Louisville gets on the field, we're always going to be looking at where is Isaac Brown. He is one of the most electrifying playmakers in this entire game. They'll utilize him in a lot of different ways, so you got to keep your eye on him. There he is,
Yeah,
right
he's
there.
nearly a trip code, and there he is. Splits between the defenders. He's going to get some yards after catch. He'll get down to the 32. It was like a 50-yard play practically, a 45-yard play.
Yeah, great job by the receivers, just sort of clear everything out. And once he got by the defensive back there was a lot of room.
RPO that time, but it's going to go nowhere. Gets a yard. Hey, you see a 97 acceleration, 96 change of direction. I didn't see what his overall speed was, but it's fast. That's Isaac Brown I'm talking about. Louisville. 2nd and 9, 4:20 clock running here in the first quarter. 10 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. Moss looks to throw to the right, and he finds his man. Dell, number 0, is down, but it's not quite enough for the first down. We'll have 3 yards to go.
Yeah, Chris Bell, one of his better wide receivers. Interesting to see who he targets a lot in this game outside of Isaac Brown.
Moss looks, plenty of time.
Oh,
Dangerous throw. It's knocked away. I don't know if knocked away or dropped it, but he was blanking it as the ball got there.
This will create a lot of
he
decisions on what you want to do.
A lot of guys on the line of scrimmage here for Alabama as Louisville has 5 receivers split out. Single coverage by himself out to the left. Gets enough for the first down, and he's brought out of bounds.
Sorry to be slightly distracted, but we just had a huge end of the game in the Nebraska-Vanderbilt college basketball
tell me Nebraska
game.
won.
Nebraska just hit a layup with 2 seconds left to go up 2, and the ground was absolutely shaking. So
wow, good for Nebraska.
2 seconds left to try to pull something out of their hat. But anyways,
Nebraska never winning a tourney game until the first round of this tournament, and now looking at 2 wins. So good for the Cornhuskers. Moss looks here, 2nd and 8. Throws it towards the end zone, and it is knocked away, but nearly picked off by the Alabama defender.
Looks like it hit him right in his hands.
I think it was more of an interception chance than a reception.
Yeah. Nonetheless, 3rd and 8.
But 4 receivers now split even, but he's going to go to Brown. He finds the seam, and he's going to run it in. Louisville scores 6-0 here with the kick coming.
Yep. And again, you try to commit so much attention to Isaac Brown, and he's still just able to find a way to find the open spot in the defense. And once he gets the ball in his hands, you're gonna have tough time stopping him.
Alabama, who had that penalty, which set them back to the 3rd and 17, and they were not able to get the first down. So they'll take it over again here, their second series of the game, looking to tie it up from the 25. Simpson looks, throws to the right, finds the halfback. That'll be Miller.
Ooh, that was a big hit.
And that'll be 7 yards. It takes a big hit here, but it takes 2 of them to bring them down. And that's one of the other things about the Alabama players. Even if you don't think they might, if maybe it's not the fastest guy in the field, it's still going to be pretty fast. He's also going to be able to break tackles. There's so much that they can do.
Oh
here at
my
Alabama.
God!
Nebraska update.
Tanner just had a half-court shot that hit the backboard, went in and out.
Alabama across the field.
Shades of what was his name? Gordon Hayward in the national championship game for Butler
Oh,
against Duke.
yeah.
That was actually insane. But anyways, that game is done. We are focused. We are focused now.
Yeah,
Task
wide
at hand
receivers
here.
two to the right, and Simpson nowhere to go as he tries to scramble with it. Will get sacked for a 2-yard loss. Louisville now bringing up 2nd and 12. Alabama has seemingly abandoned the run. They've thrown a couple short passes, tried to go down the field. Minute left in the first. Now Simpson looks, stays in the pocket,
Oh,
finds a man, and just overthrows it. Wide open receiver for a first down, seemingly, but off target.
yeah. I don't know exactly what happened there. Like, I think he was on a dig. I mean, he might have been on a post, and he thought he was going to try to shallow that out a little bit. I don't know, but
We threw it
nonetheless,
high,
third
and
and
obviously it
long.
was no coverage, so too high. 5 men to block.
What's he going to do
Plenty of
here?
time as he
Oh my
rolls out to the
God.
right, finds a man by the sideline, and
And
just can't keep him covered for that long.
that is what we see out of Electric. This is what we know him for. We know him as the guy that's able to extend the play when it doesn't look like it's going to happen and somehow pull something out just like that. We've seen him do it so many times.
Yeah, that's one of the things that he is definitely known for. Back out of the shotgun. Stays in the pocket, gets some pressure, but he's able to find a running back underneath. He'll get positive yards, 3 of them. A big play by the Louisville defense on first down to send some pressure and to not give up more than a 3-yard play. 2 seconds, last play of the first quarter. Simpson has some time, and he finds a man,
Oh, and he's
and he
going to get
fights for the
it!
first
What an
down
effort.
inside the 10-yard line here, as Alabama threatening to put their first points up in the game to try to tie this up at 7 at the start of the second quarter. If you're just joining us, Alabama did start with the football. Louisville was able to stop them on a 3rd and long and score on their drive. And Alabama here, first handoff of this series, and he's going to get brought down at the 5. 2nd and goal now for the Crimson Tide and Coach Electric. Simpson looks, throws fast,
Oh,
but
what
it's
a
knocked in the
chance!
air, and he almost had his own interception.
Oh,
It
good.
looked possible as quick as it happened. 3rd and goal. The pressure on Alabama to tie this game up here with 7:30 in the second quarter.
Oh, he had the... He just
Scrambles
got
out,
another
finds a
man.
man in the end zone, and it is complete for the touchdown. And with the kick, Alabama will tie this up at 7.
I thought he had the little Texas route out of the backfield for a touchdown and didn't like it. Bought a little bit extra time, and then he got the crosser coming across the field. So nice answer back by Alabama. Not the way they wanted to start this game, but made some big plays on that drive and got her in the end zone. Time to play some good defense now.
Absolutely, which we've seen Louisville do. Alabama now gets their second shot here to make a stop and to get that ball back. A move, but only gets him 2 yards. In the backfield, a lesser back would have been tackled for a loss. Empty backfield this time, as you see Bunch to the right. Moss has some time, throws the middle on the post, and he finds his guy. Big play to the 48. Not quite over midfield. That was kind of the pace we saw out of Alabama early on with the quick snap, and that was a quick decision the Louisville coach and quarterback made. Moss gets a little bit of pressure, scrambles out to the right, gets to
Gonna
the
heave it up.
numbers, still looking, and he's going to throw it deep to the middle. He finds him.
Lacey.
He's brought down at the 20 after about 8 yards after the catch.
Man, I thought he had
Big
nothing
play.
there. It looked like everything was covered, and he just waited, and found the guy.
That was another like 40-plus yard play.
Pulling
And the
an
rush goes
electric
for
on
1.
electric.
You know, this kind of reminds me so far, both these teams are kind of, in basketball, you might say, living and dying by the 3. Taking the big shot.
Yeah.
Brown's brought down He'll get 3rd and 5 now after that stop. 15-yard line, 5:11 clock is running. Tied at 7. Brown, 3 rushing attempts. We've really just seen him get the big plays out of the air.
Yeah, I
Moss
mean it's tough.
been
It's tough to
accurate.
run on this Bama, front.
Just want to put the ball where they ain't, just like in baseball. Just put it where they ain't. And Louisville's been
Oh,
doing
if
that.
he,
No, good defensive try, but he will get the first down, 1st and goal.
yeah,
Nearly
that
timed that
was
perfectly.
risky. I think if he waited for, I think that might have been Lacey on the dig route. I think he would have been wide open for a touchdown. But
It looked like one of those you're eyeing the target the whole way.
yeah, I am more guilty of that than anybody.
Oh,
So.
yeah. Oh, for sure. Look at the RPO, finds Lacey, and it's a short reception. I think he got a yard out of it. Maybe he lost a yard. So from the 8, 2nd and goal. Brown's in the backfield, out of the shotgun. Moss looks. Flag on the play. Complete to the 1, but
Oh, and the
offensive holding.
defense.
And that's going to bring up another first down from the 4.
Yeah, that was an interesting decision. He could have had, what, 3rd and goal at the 1 or 1st and goal at the 4. This is
I think you
obviously the
take
right
more
call.
chance. Yeah, take more chances. Brown gets the handoff, but he's met in the hole, and he'll get a yard out of it, a tough yard at that. 2nd and goal again, and the clock continues to run, giving Alabama less time when, in fact, they do get the ball back. Remember, here in the HPL, there is a speed clock. We run long quarters, but the clock does move down, and there goes Adams out to the
I
right, and he
cannot
can't chase
believe
him.
that.
I thought that was going to be tackled.
I don't know if Electric just hit the wrong button or something instead of dive, but yeah, I thought there was no way he was gonna get around that, but nonetheless, big score there.
I won't lie and say I was looking that intently at the Alabama defender that made the move, but I do make very strong note that the line that these guys take to attack is they could be online and just make a move to get themselves off of it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now Louisville takes the lead again. Alabama taking the ball over from the 25. The Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah, and this is a pretty important drive because Louisville will get the ball to start the second half here and already up 7. You don't want to get too far down. Ideally, I think Bama would love to, have a nice smooth drive, 10, 12 plays and score right at the end of the half, but we'll see.
Not only that, you don't want to give Louisville the ball back. You want to take all of
Yeah.
these 2.5 minutes off this clock.
Got a lot of space there.
As much of it as you can, at least. But yeah, big gain going up to the 45.
Yeah, and I think the only time Electric's gotten in trouble on this game is, when he tries to take a few too many chances down the field. I like him just utilizing the back, getting some easy gains.
So I don't mean to interrupt, but man, I saw a square, and I'm just surprised he didn't throw the ball. He's going to get tackled out of bounds. 1 second on the clock before the 2-minute warning, and there it is. 2-minute warning here. So just about midfield here for the Crimson Tide as they're trying to tie this game up before the half. As you mentioned, Louisville gets the ball at the half. Well, Simpson looking, finds the halfback underneath, gets to the out of bounds. He'll step out of bounds, 3rd and 4. I think it looked like he was aiming to go out of bounds, but the last second thought maybe I can get up and just stepped on the white. So 3rd and 4 from the 49. Get across midfield. We'll get a first down. Scrambling, looking, finds his guy by the sideline. It's Miller at the 10, and he's brought down at the 7. Out of bounds. Big play. Extended the play. Simpson does rolling out. Finds his man. First and goal, 145 still on the clock. Simpson
Mm.
rolling now, throws it towards the end
No.
zone, and it's knocked away.
Oh.
Super dangerous back foot, cross the like everything about that play was pick me off.
So, I mean, obviously he put the two drags on going across the
Uh-huh.
field, and that's where he was looking for. But if he just stood in the pocket and waited for Square to complete that dig route, he was going to be an easy touchdown. But
Hey, you run the ball or Electric stay in the pocket. I don't know which happens first. We're waiting for a long time for either. Step out of bounds that time. Third and goal from the 4.
interesting here, if you don't get it, what they decide to do.
Yeah, and even if you take 2 plays, we're still leaving a bit of time on the clock here. And if they do in fact score, I don't know, I guess I'm looking ahead, but they'll take the handoff. Miller
Stop
tackled
them.
at the line of scrimmage. Now there you go, 4th and goal. What do you do?
They're going to take their
They're
3.
taking the kick.
Interesting.
Safe play. Oh, they're
Oh!
faking it,
It's a
and
fake
he
and
throws
it's...
it.
Oh!
Knocked away. They get nothing. Alabama
Oh
gets
my
all the way down to the
goodness.
4-yard line and will walk away with nothing after a fake field goal failed attempt. And now Brown takes the handoff. He'll get tackled at the 3. He'll actually lose a yard.
And you see, those are always great when they work, right? But like,
Yeah.
if you don't want to kick that field goal, you want to go for it. I want the hands in the ball of Ty Simpson and Electric as the user. I think you have a much better shot to get that than pulling off the fake.
Yeah, I kind of agree. And I think since last year, even a lot of us we're kind of hip to it. Like it's harder to catch somebody sleeping nowadays than you would have a year or two ago.
Right.
Big catch at the sideline. 27 seconds on the clock as he calls timeout. Second timeout Louisville is called. They have 1 remaining. 27 seconds to add a couple of points here. Even if you add 3, like
Be
that's
huge.
huge. I think. Loss
Uh,
to the left sideline finds Lacey again. He'll take it out of bounds, stopping the clock at 22.
and those out routes are one weakness I found playing the Alabama secondary. So maybe Louisville will be trying to take advantage of that as well.
Pulls onto it, finds Bell to the sideline. He'll get a first down. The clock will stop while they set. But we're choosing the play. Oh, that's the defense. My bad. So Louisville is running no huddle. How he looks, Moss throws
Oh,
across, and it's knocked away. 7 seconds here remaining. Not quite in field goal range. I'm not quite sure how
close.
good the Louisville kicker is, but
You'd like to get 5 more yards to feel comfortable, I
an
think.
incompletion here, I think you might. Oh, and
Oh my
Brown
God,
takes the
Isaac Brown!
handoff for
Oh,
the
he got
first. He
held up!
dives. He'll. That's a big brain move. I mean, I think he might have been able to score, but maybe there was one more guy to beat.
No, I think he got tripped up because I think he would have scored. Oh my goodness. Big break for Alabama, but nonetheless, Louisville does take a 2 possession lead going into the half, and they will get the ball back as we said. So definitely in a great position here. I mean, really good job this game by Louisville's defense to slow down Alabama and take away a lot of the big plays. Make Ty Simpson go underneath and make it difficult. Holding Alabama to 7 points and a half is pretty impressive. So
Yeah, it's almost as if the good defense has been their mishaps on offense for Alabama. Like Alabama could have easily have this game tied at 14 right now, but right now they're at a 10-point deficit. So a big task here to stop them on the opening drive of the
oh,
first of the second half, and that's not a good start as these Brown rushes for about 12, 13 yards for the first down.
whenever Isaac Brown gets the second level, I just hold my breath every time because you just don't know what he's gonna do with it.
Also looks finds the guy to the right, and it's overthrown, bringing
That
up
was a
second
really
and
good
10.
read, but just not an accurate ball at all.
You don't have to do too much. I mean, one of the things I think if you're Louisville, you want to do is use the clock. There's no point to taking big shots right now. We just want to kind of get some drives.
Yeah,
But
you want to
Alabama,
sustain something.
yeah. Oh, and there's a pressure on the quarterback. Moss is knocked 3rd and 10. This might be the first third down we've seen Louisville face.
Yeah, that was a great job by Electric. He knew what Louisville was trying to do there, trying to get the ball to Isaac Brown, and he used the linebacker and made sure that was not going to happen.
Right when he wanted to throw the ball was when contact was made. So empty backfield, 5 wide receivers. It's 3rd and 10, not insurmountable. He finds this guy quickly to the right, and it's
Oh,
knocked away again. Great defense by the Crimson Tide here. And
that
fourth and
was
10.
yeah, that was a very tight window throw there, and it might have just been a tick behind, but nonetheless, huge stop by Alabama to get the ball back here and try to go make this a one possession game again. Oh,
Ross runs to the left, fakes to the right, and he gets chased out of bounds. He'll take it to the 26. A big defensive stand. Alabama getting the ball back for their offense here in the second half. They can close this 10-point gap with a solid drive. Simpson's going to look to throw on first down. He's going to roll out to the left, waiting to find somebody come open. Cannot, and he'll throw it away, bringing up 2nd and 10. He's going to throw again, this time a little quicker off the beat, and he'll get the first down complete to the 38. And they're going to go no huddle, which is pretty smart. They want to save some time. Tide, no pressure here. Rolls out to the left, finds a man, but he leaps before the end zone, before the sideline, and is not able to come down with it. Going to step out of bounds with the ball.
yeah, I mean, I'd like to see Alabama get back to the run game a little bit. I think um, they've used it well a lot this season, and it feels like they've gotten a little bit away from it here. But maybe he sees something that he likes.
He's going to throw it one more time. Big drop back for Simpson. And he's sacked. That was a huge.
Big lag.
Yeah,
I was
Yeah, I was getting ready to
lagging
say that was definitely lag.
That's just unfortunate. But.
So 3rd and 30. We've seen him come out of this before. But 3rd and 30 is definitely tough here. If you got that play in your back pocket, now's the time. And he's met, and it's going to be 4th and 30, so they're going to have to punt. Simpson looking hurt down in the end zone. So we have to keep an eye on that.
I might need DJ to share screen. Just see if that helps at all. Maybe it wouldn't, but.
Oh, and Louisville now with the punt return.
To work with, and
at the 20, at the 10, and Louisville will score. So good news, Alabama. You're getting the ball back. Ty Simpson is injured. Might return. Louisville about to go up 24-7.
Yeah, and this is sort of really the only time we've seen, Electric be vulnerable when his internet hasn't been great. So don't know how much that's affected the entire game, but definitely less than ideal for sure. So still a lot of time left here. You never know. They stopped him on the last drive, so they just need a nice smooth drive here and try to get a touchdown and get back into this one.
Right, we're still trying to score. We got to score, and then we'll worry about the rest later. So Ty Simpson back out of the field. As he gets hit, as he's thrown, complete to the tight end over the middle. He'll get the first down and get close to the midfield marker, the 46. Oh, and no huddle. Simpson looking 3-man, 4-man pressure, but no one's getting there. Simpson now lots of time to maybe throw or run. He finds a guy. Touchdown, Alabama.
That was... TJ might have shown his hand a little bit early. He kind of reacted to the guy going underneath, and the other receiver just went right over the top.
Going for 2, and Simpson's got to roll out looking for a guy. He can't find him. He runs for it, and he doesn't make it. I mean, kind of a desperate move, if you ask me, but I do also understand we want points, and now we're down 10. We're down 11.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I'm not really 100% sure. Like, I'm a big go for 2 guy. I'm a big, like, analytic play guy, but that one I'm not 100% certain on.
Out with the reception, he'll get 9. Throwing the ball on first down here, a little risky if you ask me. We definitely don't want to turn the ball over and let some momentum go Alabama's way. Back in the shotgun, here is another handoff for Brown. He'll get the first down. And, you know, like you mentioned earlier, we haven't really seen Louisville put together a long drive. And now they're kind of asking to do that because they got to control the clock. 1st and 10 from the 42. Handoff brought down in the backfield. He'll lose 2 yards on that play. So Alabama all up on the run play that time around.
Yep. And the rules in place for this season, you have to be in the 4th quarter to use the chew clock. So still got a little bit in that sense, but
could still do it the old-fashioned way, or just take your time.
You could, yeah. That is a tough one that we have discussed a little bit because, you know, I don't really like the people that use chew clock a bunch, but at the same time, yeah, you could just stand there and make a bunch of adjustments and say whatever. So it's kind of a tough balance, but it is. Kind of is what it is. But
makes them earn it at least. 3rd and 11 for Louisville. 3-man rush. Moss backing up. Finds Lacey, and it's complete. Is that Lacey?
It was. Yep.
They will get the first down. Under 3 minutes here in the 3rd quarter.
Had to throw it to his back shoulder to avoid the safety over the top, so that was just very well done by Miller Moss.
Disrupted the play, and Brown couldn't get going. He's tackled at the line of scrimmage. Also a little wear and tear.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, you know, Bama's thinking, we got to hold him to 3. Oh, great play by the defense there.
Yeah, man on man, and they just knocked it away. So now another 3rd down for Louisville.
Yep. And so leading... DJ were to lose any yards on this play, he would have to kick it, but it was 4th and 10, he'd be able to go for it.
And hit as he throws incomplete. There's 4th and 10. So does he go for it?
No,
does he take the points? It is a dead-on shot. It is up, and it is splitting the uprights. It is long enough.
Plenty of distance.
27-13, Louisville leads. We are still in the 3rd quarter with 2:12 remaining. Oh.
Ryan Williams. Shifty. Oh my goodness, he's just going to outrun everybody.
I look down for 1 second. I look up and Ryan Williams takes off. This is exactly what Alabama needs, though. Quick plays right now to catch back into this.
We talked about video game players, and that is certainly one of them right there.
Yeah, both these guys have a guy. And we haven't seen that much Ryan Williams so far.
We haven't, and that's kind of would be an interesting question for Electric after this game. Is you know, I feel like he's such a dynamic playmaker. If you could throw some screens to him, throw some short stuff to him to try to get
It's get
the
him in
ball in his
space, yeah.
hands. Sometimes that's hard to do. Sometimes it's not always the easiest thing to do. But you definitely want the ball in your best player's hand as much as you can get it.
Totally agree, partner. Louisville coming out, a little bit of extra protection with the bunch set here on the right, but an empty backfield for Moss as he shouts some directions to his players. Stays in the pocket, finds a man underneath his receiver. Another reception for Lacey, and he'll get the first down. Or was that Isaac Brown? He caught that.
It was Isaac Brown. Isaac Brown
Yeah.
does have a little bit of wear and tear, so you do have to watch that.
Quick throw to the slot receiver, and he'll get 6. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the pace Louisville's trying to keep, but I'd like to look at the stats for a second before he picks his play. And Moss, he's got some pressure, but he gets it off, but it will not. Will it be complete? Wow, he did hang on to
Wow.
that. White kind of threw me off of the Fiesta Bowl logo. Out in the backfield, Moss making an adjustment. Lawson hunting from the middle for Alabama's defense. Taking a lot of time that time as Brown will take off to the left.
Another big hit.
Makes that tackle, he might be gone, but 2nd and 5, and the third quarter will probably be ending here with 9 seconds to go. Yeah, 1-0. So third quarter over. Put your 4s up.
Put them up. Put them up.
Hey, what does Alabama got to do to pull this off? They're only down 7, but they don't have the ball.
Yeah, I mean, they're approaching field goal range as it is, so, this set of downs might really be the difference maker. It's a good stop there to bring up a 3rd and 4, but yeah, I mean, it's going to come down to whether or not they can get a stop, because, I feel like Alabama's offensively kind of picked it up and figured some things out. Just hopefully it's not too late for him.
A lot of fourth quarter left to play.
Yeah.
But Louisville now taking their time. Throws it on the halfback screen. There goes Brown. Gets the first down. Gets more, and then he's brought down twice. Big hits, and there's more of that wear and tear you were talking about. Maybe it's one of those plays, it's smarter just to run out of bounds.
Yeah.
Well, gonna approach under 7 minutes here. 1st and 10 for Louisville from the 30. They are in enemy territory. Plus snaps it at the last possible second. Brown will get hit again for a 1-yard loss this time.
Yeah, and obviously content to run the clock a little bit here, and obviously you want to get your 3 and go up 2 possessions again. That's the main focus here, but don't want to give it back too fast. Alabama can score quickly, as we just saw.
Yeah, there's Brown does take a respite that play, and his spell will come in. He'll get 3 yards. He'll bring up 3rd and 7. It was Duke Watson. Empty backfield this time, though, as Moss sets up. Punch to the right. Snaps it with 1 to go. Throws to the right at the sideline. It's complete. I'm going to go back and look at what this route is, because I've seen him do it a couple of times. He's just running an out route that's, 10 to 12 yards down the field?
Yeah, DJ's very good at making adjustments to the routes and stuff, so he's done a really nice job of not really forcing anything on the offensive side. I think just kind of taking what's there, you know, if he needs to scramble and extend the play, making a smart decision down the field. So definitely got to give him a lot of credit. He hasn't really made any types of mistakes.
Second and goal. Moss gonna hand it off and tackle to the backfield. Alabama just coming through the line that time. So third and goal from the 11. Alabama's defense trying to get this ball back, trying to bend, maybe don't break at all. Third and goal. Handoff, tackled in the back. And hand the ball off.
Yep, I think they knew what they wanted to do and were just content trying to bring the clock down, because right now it's just kind of a math equation. They're going to be able to take this down to about 2:30-ish, a little more than that, before they have to snap it. You know, maybe you could have made the argument that Alabama could have taken a timeout here, but obviously as a little bit of lag issues, more lag issues, I suppose.
Kick the field goal. Stop acting like a bitch.
And a timeout by Louisville. We got one of the mics on the field. We're a little hot. Louisville took a timeout. They're going to set up for the field goal. Brought the clock down to 2:36, now 2:34, and they'll be kicking off to Alabama.
Yeah, so obviously you got to score quick, whether it's a 3, whether it's a touchdown. If they can manage to hang on to all their timeouts, you know, can make the argument, kick it away, and try to get a stop. But yeah, I don't know. First things first, let's try to move this down the field.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I find it a little conservative. You're playing something like Electric. He can do a lot of different things. You think the name Electric is random?
Oh, my God. They left him
there
wide
it is.
open, and he overthrew it.
He overthrows
You're so lucky.
it.
That is... Yeah.
Because I was just going to say, before that nearly happened, you know, it's not like being up by 10 is that insurmountable, especially for somebody like Electric. I still would have probably gone a little harder to score a touchdown, but it's tough call.
He's
trying it deep this time.
Again.
And he gets it. That was laggy.
All the lag.
As heck, through all the lag, beats his coverage. Diving catch, from what I can see.
Literally the same route that he just got burned by, and DJ didn't make any adjustments.
Gets this off before the 2-minute warning. Big rush.
Oh my God.
Very close to a random lineman interception, but it's going to be knocked down. Electric might want to let that internet line breathe a little bit. Big moment. 2:03 left. 2nd and 10 for the Crimson Tide. 2-minute warning after this play. Up at the sideline, the reception is made. It's a couple. 3rd and 8. Trips over to the right side. Simpson takes his time, finds a man in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Ryan Williams again.
That was a throw. All the way to the other side of the field. Over the linebacker.
Was literally everything they tell you not to do. But he did it, and it worked.
And Electric's going to kick this off here. I was wondering what he might do. And
well, he has all 3 timeouts.
He does. It just means he's going to have to get stop here.
And this could help in the field position. You know, if he is able to get a turnover, he's down here. Onside kick is nearly impossible. There's a way to do it, but most don't know how. Even if you do know how, it's not a given.
They're going to throw
in the middle. Louisville trying to make a big play, and now risky play, but they get it. Bell takes it over midfield. 1st and 10 now with 1:48, 1:47. Clock is still moving.
I was going to say before that happened, I was very curious to see, you know, if he was going to be a little bit more aggressive or conservative. But I do like that call. 1st down is not where you would expect something like that. So Great
Yeah.
play there by Louisville. Gonna
Get
throw
some
it again,
pressure.
and oh my goodness!
There it is. It nearly was turned over.
See, and now you've given him a free timeout here.
Mm-hmm.
Now if I
You don't want to throw it
am,
away because that's the same thing, and that's why they hold on to it.
if I'm Louisville, I'm watching all the screens here. I'm not getting beat by a screen pass.
Get some pressure again as he rolls
See,
to the right.
this
Now he
is-
throws it out, and we're just giving him another timeout.
Yeah, I don't.
With 1:04 left.
Not sure.
You're just putting yourself in a situation that didn't exist 2 plays ago. 3-point lead, 1:04 left in the game, 3rd and 10. You have the ball. What do you call? This is it right here. Shotgun snap. Pressure up the middle. He's hit it. He throws and it's almost picked off again. How many close calls have we seen? That was so yeah. He catches it 6, and now they got a punt.
Literally
With
a minute
ago, left in the game,
with 3 timeouts.
He has all of his timeouts. That's crazy to me right now.
That is, I mean, when Alabama went down 10, when DJ was winding the clock for that field goal, there was just no way Alabama could have guessed they would have had the ball down 7 with 3 timeouts and 50 seconds on the clock.
Now with no pressure, Simpson looks, throws it right underneath, finds Bell.
There.
Or Deer, sorry, this is Alabama.
Take a timeout here.
At that time they will 42 seconds.
Oh.
44-yard line.
Wow.
Not over midfield yet.
Or excuse me, they're only down 3. I misspoke.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
all they need
I
is
just
a field
assumed
goal.
that's what you said. Finds a man by himself to the left. Number 2, Williams. Oh my God. He's got the sideline and he goes out of bounds.
Oh my goodness.
Just when he thought he was going to run out of bounds, he turned it upfield and got an extra 10 yards.
I mean, you don't have to because he's still got 2 timeouts.
It saves him still. 33 seconds. Runs out to the right. Finds the middle of the field because you got those timeouts. The whole field's still open.
Use it, yep.
1 left now after they take it with 29 seconds remaining in the game. But they are threatening. They can tie this game up if they have to from right here.
Got all the momentum right now.
You know they're not looking to tie this game up. It's 1st and 10. They're trying to get that ball across the goal line. Another short. Williams over for a first down. Knocked out of bounds.
Oh my gosh.
And 1st and goal. Trips out to the right weak side.
Kill him.
Simpson now rolls out to the right, looking for his man. To the sideline, throws it away.
Smart play.
Smart play. Smart play. 19 seconds. From the 6-yard line. Ty Simpson shouting his orders for the game. Rolls out to the right. Throws. Finds a man. Touchdown, Alabama. They take the lead on Ty Simpson, holding on to that ball for as long as he could, and gets his guy underneath, and he runs it over and leaves 13 seconds on the clock. Kick the field goal, go up by 4. I mean, if you're on that Louisville sideline right now,
you're in shock. You're in shock of what has just happened the last 2 minutes.
You were texting mom saying, get hotels, let everybody know, and how you going to go back out there and win this game?
Wow. This is stunning. I mean...
Now, we've seen him do this before, too. None of this is a given.
Not impossible, but certainly not the position that you would have want to define yourself in.
2 minutes ago, I would have laughed if you said we were going to be here.
Pressure coming.
He throws it away, but he burned a lot of time.
Yeah.
8 seconds here remaining. Was that an 11-second play? There was like 19 seconds, I thought, when he took over.
I think there was 13 seconds.
Okay. Finds to the seam, and it's my goodness, again almost picked off. I would have thrown 4 interceptions if I was in this game, like least. They don't drop those for me. All right, last play of the game. Louisville 5 wide receivers. Brown is not even on the field. He's gonna look, throw deep, and it's
That's
incomplete. Game over. Alabama with the comeback victory. Louisville in control, does not walk out of here with the win, and Alabama's going to the national championship. I told you it was going to be high flying, fireworks.
wow.
Oh, yeah. When we get Electric in here, I'm sure he's a little ecstatic.
Electric, you got a copy.
Still like that bad.
No, I had to plug in my mic. Oh my goodness. I'm standing on top of my chair. That's how we do it. Crimson Tide. Nothing but the Tide. Oh my
Look at that box score. So, yeah, I mean, look at the box score. You went down early. You were still down in the fourth quarter. And then, I mean, things did fall your way.
Yep.
I mean, just break down.
I didn't even ask a
I
question.
think,
I just kind of made a statement.
yeah, I think you were down like 24-7, I think, at one point in the second half. Obviously, you were down 10 points with a little bit over 2 minutes to go. I mean, just like talk us through that closing stretch of the game there.
Yeah, man. I was just the only thing that we was going through to the very third and fourth. The very fourth, I can tell y'all about the third quarter. It was not very happy for me. I was very pissed off on the defensive side. One lag spike caused me to not being able to throw the ball deep and possibly get a catch out of it, and that ruined my momentum totally. So that messed me up a lot after we stopped them, and then we just kept fighting hard because I knew, like, I cannot lose this. I can't. Like, we have a talented defense and a talented team to just sit here and not make it to the next round. No, we can't do that here. Fourth quarter, what a day. That defense, man, what a save. I was just hoping and praying he kept throwing the ball, because the very first time we gave him the ball back after we scored, I just sat here and I was like, if he throws this football, we have a chance at winning the game. And when he didn't run it, I was sitting here a happy man. That's how the defense do it. Ryan Williams, somehow, some way, you are a savior. What a day.
All right.
I mean, great comeback. I mean, talk about sort of, your offensive approach in this game. Last game when you played me, we saw a lot of running. Today, not quite as much. It looked like you were really utilizing, a lot of the flats, a lot of the drag routes. Just talk about your offensive approach and some of the adjustments you made throughout this game.
Yeah, man. I mean, I when I look at this Louisville team, very talented team, really talented user. We played this user plenty of times. He's a great user to play against. With the offense that I wanted to go to is a totally different style of what he's usually seen in the very first start, which is run heavy, and that's how I usually play football. Is a lot of going through the run, and when I seen the run got stopped a little bit, I was okay. Let me mix in with the pass. But then I seen that today might be a pass heavy team, so we just had to go ahead and lock in for pass heavy, and making those small adjustments on not doing in route so much for the running back, and mixing in a couple crosser routes. I didn't want to do no comeback roster yet, but mixing in a couple corners and stuff like that that helped me out a lot today. So yeah.
All right. Well, congrats. We'll see you in the national championship. I'm sure we'll get back to you here in a minute. But DJ, waiting patiently. I mean, just tell us what was going on. I mean, I know there's decisions to be made, but 3 straight plays throwing the ball when you have the lead.
To be honest, I feel like we were really pass heavy this game, and the reason why I threw those balls was because, um, you know, if he runs man coverage, I feel like I can beat it with some good hot routes, which I honestly didn't even come up with good hot routes to be honest. But I feel like maybe one first down will put me in field goal range, and I could take more time off the clock, and he would start calling timeouts if I got another first down. So that's why I threw it. Because even if he called all 3 timeouts, he would still have a lot of time left, even without timeouts. So regardless of what I did, it really wouldn't have mattered if I ran 3 straight times because he was just going to stop it. So that's why I made that decision.
Defeatist. Okay. KU?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, really tough loss. I mean, how are you looking into sort of the outlook for next season? Obviously, not sure who all might be back or not, but how do you guys sort of recover over the off season and try to come back strong again in the next season?
I think it's just going to take, good recruiting. Got to get good portal commits. Um, but yeah, good game to Electric. But we just got to be better. Got to be hungrier for next season. Because it's been proven a lot of times that after the first season of any league that I participate in, I just hit rock bottom, or not rock bottom, but I just fall off the face of the earth. So we just gotta stop getting down. We just gotta be better because what happened today was just not good. I mean, I'm glad we got things our way, but we just did not play good today, and I'm just not happy with the way I played. So we just gotta be better for next year.
Was there any moment in the game that you felt like you had control of the game?
Yes, after that punt return, 24 to
Yeah.
7. Yes, definitely. And I knew the game wasn't over, but you know what? Electric was just better. So I'm not gonna hate on him because in previous times, yes, I've just said, oh, he's lucky, oh, he's lucky. But you know what? When me and Electric play, it's always gonna be a good game, regardless of the outcome. So again, it was another classic that's gonna go down in history. Um, but yeah, I really felt like I was in control and I was up 17, and I just let it go to waste.
All right.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
we'll
you
look
did a
forward to
lot.
the next year. And yeah.
Yeah, did a lot of definitely did a lot of good things this game. Just obviously didn't finish it how you want, but great season. And I'm sure we'll see you back again in the playoffs and see what happens next year. But Brink, you want to wrap us up?
Yeah, I was going to say, Electric. Before we go, what are you looking forward to in your next matchup? It's who is it? It's R Bales, the
Either
State versus
Arbels
Rutgers.
or Andrew. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Penn State or Rutgers? Who are you looking for meet in the
Um,
championship?
I'm not gonna lie. I have played R Bells before. It was a very close game. It came down to a game-winning touchdown, just like this one. So, but he had Clemson, I had Kansas State. So hopefully now we have a bit equal teams. We both have 5-star teams. So um, hopefully I'm able to win that with Arbaz if he makes it. And Rutgers, we have a better overall team, but I mean, at the end of the day, we can't look at overalls. We got to look at who we play against. And remember, at the end of the day, that they wake up the same way we wake up. They put on the pants same way that we put on pants. So no matter what, it's an equal matchup, no matter who they are. So
I like that.
if
All
anybody make it
right.
out of there, I got to win this one. That's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's the good question because we probably won't really get the chance to talk to you before we go into the game. But, we've been playing CFP 25, for a year, and then obviously switch over to this game. Still haven't won that elusive championship. Do you think this is your best shot to do it?
Yeah, y'all see me use Kansas State so many times with what QBs at 79 overall to 83 and a broken down team taking them somewhere. But this time I have a complete team behind me, and Yeah, I'm 13-2. I lost pretty badly first game, and then I lost pretty badly both games in that regular season. But this is it. We gotta win this one. My second time making it to the championship. Um, yeah, I have to win this one. There's no doubt about it.
Pressure's on. Hopefully, I'll be in the booth for that.
Yeah. All
All
right.
right. Anything else? Hopefully, Electric can get that elusive. DJ, anything else to say before we go?
Go Cards. Next year will be something special.
All right.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll be back. We have another matchup. I don't know, tonight, tomorrow night. Just check it out. We'll be here. Thanks, KU. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks, guys. Good game. Congrats, Electric. Night.